And Andre Miller is getting ready to step in here and join us. We just heard from his former coach who was with Craig Sager and saying that he already misses the game. And George is here.
Oh, okay.
George is here, and trying to think of, I don't know which section he's in, but we had a picture of him.
He's keeping it moving.
He's moving around. He's moving from section to section. But one of the things that Rick and I talked about was it's not going to be long before he's going to be back in charge of a team, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean.
There he is right there.
Yeah, I'll go talk to him. I've been knowing George ever since I was 17, 18 years old. So I'm going to go talk to him and tell him thank him for, teaching me some things, thank him for, good tenure, in Denver.
He certainly relied on you throughout the course of this past season, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, as you guys know, we like to play an up-tempo style of basketball, and that's something that he preached, and I was kind of an extension of him on the court, with the team being so young. But we have a lot of good guys, a lot of mature guys that came out and definitely worked for him.
How much did that Danilo Gallinari injury affect the way the season panned out for your team?
It was big. It was definitely a psychological thing, when that happened, when he went down, because we were peaking. We went on a winning streak, and, to lose probably our best overall player at that time, kind of took away some of the confidence going into the playoffs.
You got a chance to spend some moments with your new coach, Brian Shaw, down here, picking his brain on the future style of play, possibly?
Kind of, but I haven't talked to him, so, I normally just disappear in the summer. But, I'm here for the Players Association program, learning about management, and, had an opportunity to come over here and just tell him congratulations and, tell him that he has a good group of guys that are going to work for him. So, just talk to him a little bit. Didn't really pick his brain. Just wanted to come enjoy some basketball.
Andre Iguodala has moved on. How will that affect this? When you look at this roster, and he's it was a big piece to what you guys did.
Yeah, I think he was definitely a player that we're going to miss, and for him to come out and play both ends of the floor, guarding the best guys, point guards, wings, big forwards. He did a lot for this team, and it paid off, and that's a part of the business. We definitely going to miss him, but that's a part of the business. Hopefully some guys that we've signed going to come in, and once Gallo gets healthy, then we can build from there. So, congratulations to him. Hated to see him go to the team that put us out the playoffs.
Yeah. But, making things tough on you.
Yeah, so, I'm sure we'll get a shot in at him, when we get an opportunity to play him.
When you look at the West, one of your other former teams, you have the Los Angeles Clippers. You think about the Clippers, what they were able to do, and San Antonio. It's just every year, the depth, it just keeps getting deeper, deeper. In Golden State, obviously, you just mentioned it. Houston, look at what happened with Houston.
Yep.
It's a beast out there.
Yeah, it's starting to even out a little bit. You see what Houston did, what Golden State is doing as far as them building. Minnesota made some transactions. It's definitely some of those teams that, like New Orleans, they're building, and it's going to be tough. It's always going to be the San Antonio, the OKC, the Lakers, but everybody is leveling out. It's going to be an open race, but we here to get in the two. So that's why we're here. We're working in Summer League, and we'll see how it plays out when the season comes.
57 games still out there for you guys?
No, that won't happen again. I like to say we'll win 57 games and have a better home record than last year. But that was a great year for us, and I wish we could do it again. I mean, we want to build from there, but it's going to be tough. You got some new guys, some new veterans coming in, but the good thing is we got some guys that are willing to work, some guys that are going to work hard and do whatever it takes to make Brian Shaw's job a lot easier.
We have Eric Fournier here getting some minutes in Summer League. He started a few games down the stretch.
Stepped in big time. He came in when Gallo went down. and he's a young player that has the European experience, and the transition for him was kind of easy, and once Gallo went down, the opportunity was there for him to step in, and he's going to be a big part of the rotation, this year coming up. He has the confidence, and he's a hard worker. Only
20 years of age. You talk about his experience. He played professionally in France. Last year played in 38 games, started 4, had 24 points against Portland on April 14th, 8 of 12 shooting.
Good player, solid player, smart. He can play 3 positions, but I think he's a natural shooting guard, but he stepped in there at times and played point guard. Those times he played a big forward. I mean, he definitely brings that intangible, something that, coach is going to have confidence in putting him on the court.
And then you also have, and we've talked about this before, Rick and I have, about, that ability to have yourself and Ty in the backcourt together. Talk about Ty and playing, with him and sharing minutes certainly with him, and also the depth you guys have there.
Yeah, I mean, that was George Karl's system, so that era is over. We're going to see how things work out with Brian Shaw, what type of system he's going to put in, and the main thing is everybody working hard and being on the same level as far as how we want to attack the season, and if we could do that, then everything will play out. It don't matter who's on the court, we just want to win games.
Andre Miller, we really appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks a lot.